What screams rich asshole? When I had trouble paying for college, my aunt suggested I use financial aid and proceeds to tell me how they had to lie about their income and where their daughter was staying to get it. And on the application they listed her trip to the Bahamas as mission work. They laughed because their tutor couldn't even stand to look at those dirty children, but they wrote it up like she was teaching them the Bible. Wow, that is really an asshole move. Till I hate people more than I thought. My friend went to a rich kid's school. Wasn't rich herself, got in on scholarship, but she has the craziest spoiled rich kid stories. One of them is when she overheard a girl complaining about her family going to Italy for the summer because she wanted to go back to Spain. She was on the verge of tears about how she never gets what she wants. Had a girl in my college whose father sold a cybersecurity startup to a major company everyone has heard of for 9 figures. She got a $30,000 monthly allowance. Mine was the girl in my high school who was upset because daddy bought her a brand new BMW 3 Series and she was upset because she wanted a Land Rover. Ended up crashing the car and got her Land Rover after all. Having mommy and daddy throw enough money around to make problems go away and get what you wanted in the end. Guy I knew growing up, and then we ended up at same college. His dad was some bigwig real estate guy, mom was an heiress to well-known brand. He was very status conscious and knew he could always buy way out of trouble. Always some shady, borderline illegal scheme to make more money, usually so he could buy himself a Rolex or shit. Anyway, our university was pretty elite, but he wanted to go to the best in his area of study. So he planned to transfer. He got like a 3.98 GPA, couldn't buy off a pay teacher to get an A, but because he was an entitled jerk couldn't get professors willing to write letters of recommendation. So he forged one, mailed it out, but forgot postage, and got discovered when it went returned to send it to a professor who hadn't written it. His parents flew down, made a giant donation to our school, and the administration didn't inform his intended university of his stunt. He got in, he left our school, got his best degree, and last I heard was working on Wall Street. I'm always amazed he hasn't ended up in prison for some sort of white-collar shit. Makes me sick. Because rich people don't go to prison, bro, they make the rules. Complaining about the price of a pizza, not tipping, and driving away in your Corvette. I work at a pizza place, so this might be a little specific. Me, 2 nights ago. 3 assholes came in to eat at the restaurant I work at, more than an hour late for their reservation and roughly 75 minutes before we were legally required by the city to kick them out. COVID curfews are still in effect. If you get caught, you risk losing your liquor license. When we dropped the check and explained the situation, they screamed that it was unacceptable because they had spent so much money with us. Guess what? Other people spent more than you that same night, and they were on time. We're not interested in risking a whole business and a few dozen people's jobs because you can't tell time and think that the world is going to stop for you. Boy. The whiff of entitlement strong with this bunch. I bet you enjoyed escorting them off the premises. Yeah, this always fuck me off. We've spent bajillions in your bar, you can't just kick us out. You paid for a service is now ended. Get. Do you know who I am? No bitch, I don't, and I don't care. GTFO. I worked door at a club for a while and got this several times a night for years. Half the time I knew exactly who they were. I was acting on explicit instructions regarding them. There is, hopefully not an urban legend, story about someone doing the "do you know who I am?" angrily at a gate agent at an airport. The gate agent picks up the PA mic and announces customer service to gate 17, "I have a gentleman here who doesn't know who he is." A Canada Goose coat when you live in Florida. I'm totally not referencing anybody right now. Those are super popular amongst mainland Chinese too, along with Supreme. I have no idea what a Canada Goose jacket is, but it sounds like something I'd be down with. Edit, yes I get it. Some of you aren't down with puns. First thing that comes to mind is this: I was in middle school, and a group of kids were hanging out and I knew two of them, so I went to talk to them. Girl drops her phone intentionally. It was an iPhone 8, and at the time it was the newest thing. Brand new phone too. She threw it on the ground again on the linoleum floor. The phone screen cracked. After that I asked why she did that, because those are super expensive. She said it didn't matter because her mom would just buy her a new one. Edit, turns out it was an iPhone 7, but I know it was brand new at the time she had it. Maybe I'm a dumbass, but why would she drop her phone intentionally? Just for fun? I mean, get phone insurance for your daughter at that point. I can do illegal things and the government will side with me. Brock Turner the rapist, this is his defense strategy. And his little dad, too. It'll even punish your victims. There's no punishment, I just pay $200 if I get caught. Police in London had a huge problem with this when super rich Arabs would come to London for the summer, and park their expensive supercars anywhere they liked, even if it wasn't legal or safe. Then when police or parking inspectors etc. came along and told them to move the car or be fined, they just casually pay a fine of hundreds of pounds on the spot and walk away. The police had to show them it was an actual crime before some of them stopped. Many rich people don't treat the fines as punishment but rather as how much it costs to do it. In theory, it is the correct approach to take, from a capitalist standpoint. They should make major repeat offenses cost a bomb. Expecting special treatment by default, store employees, bars/clubs/restaurants, cutting to the front of lineups, being confused why someone doesn't just replace something that's getting worn, i.e. shoes, old phone models, gaming consoles, house repairs/decor. Feel like these are things people do when they want to pretend they're rich. If you're actually rich, you don't do a lot of your own shopping. Not worth your time. If you want special treatment at an event, you either pay for VIP access or get the venue owner on the phone. And you sure as shit just buy new shoes rather than trying to get used stuff replaced. I guess there are don't you know who I am type celebrities, who I don't understand at all, but I think most rich people are happy to not be recognized. Most people who really worked for their money have learned that the only people who give you special treatment for free are those who want something. Isn't number 3 just a middle class thing? Like, being able replacing basic stuff seems middle class, not rich. Even the house repairs if you DIY are usually pretty affordable. But definitely shoes and the other stuff. The CEO of the non-profit hospital I work for won't give us a COVID bonus, but he got over a $4 million bonus. Slowly drags out guillotine. Wasn't there a video of some guy that got choked out after headbutting a waiter? That video just screams rich asshole. As soon as I saw the thread title I thought of Joel Michael Singer, but admittedly I'd forgotten his actual name until someone else said it. Kids who complain when their parents buy them their first car. I literally saw this happen with a friend of mine. Her parents bought her a car and it wasn't what she wanted. So she got mad and complained about for weeks. It's a nice car, not a sport car or anything, but expensive. Her dad makes millions and she grew up thinking that's how everyone was. College was an eye-opening experience for her. Yes. I hate in movies when teenagers complain about being given their mum's minivan. I had a ridiculously rich landlord once. Owned who knows how many houses, enough acreage to make a large US county, and a plane. Tried to complain to me because I, the person paying rent, wasn't doing anything to improve his fucking house that I was paying him to live in. Bitch, it's your house, you improve it. Privileged asshole. What was the landlord expecting? It's one thing if he or she requested that you mow the lawn, take out the garbage, and be a decent tenant. But was this person expecting you to remodel the bathroom on your own dime? 2 parking spot parkers. I'll raise you a 4-spot wanker I had at work yesterday. Think 2 rows of parks, yeah? Parked over the common point of all four. That's not so much a rich asshole as just a plain ol' asshole. 100k diamond butt plug. That's one rich asshole I wish I had. Reminds me of that Reddit user who was getting into woodworking and jokingly made a nice looking butt plug. He then got asked how much, and is now supposedly running a small side business of high-end wooden butt plugs. Subscribe for more hot Reddit takes in your inbox, guaranteed.